What's doing, guys? Alex Jason back here with a brand new video. Hopefully a great day for you tonight. If you guys are in this world. And my favorite player in the entire NBA, Russell Westbrook, wants out of OKC, Oklahoma City. Just to show you how much of a Russell Westbrook fan, not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before, I went to the Christmas Day game, Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Houston Rockets. This is from the stadium. It's stitched. This is my only super real stitched jersey I have. That just shows you the love I have for Russell Westbrook. I love his whole attitude. I love his persona. I love how he's such a family guy. He's pretty loyal, but I don't really care about that. You know, at this point in his career, he's getting older. I can understand why he wants out. He lost James Harden, and then he lost Durant, and now he loses Paul George. This is probably his last straw for him. He's getting older. I'm not wearing this hat. I'm a Patriots fan only. I wear that when I work out, but it doesn't really go with this whole blue thing going on here. Anyways, I think it's time for Russell Westbrook to move on from the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm going to read some tweets. We got a tweet from Barry Jackson, Adrian Wojnarowski, and it's very likely Russell Westbrook will be on the move this summer. If not, definitely before the trade deadline. I don't think things will work out based off everything I'm listening to and reading and hearing. It looks like Russell Westbrook wants out, because I'll repeat it. He lost James Harden, then Durant, and Paul George. We'll start with James Harden. Best shooting guard in the NBA, MVP. Kevin Durant, I think personally, when healthy, best player in the NBA, talent-wise, also MVP and two-time NBA champion. And then he recently just lost Paul George. Third in MVP running this year, and a fantastic small forward, top 3 in the NBA. So I think it was his last straw. I think it's time to move on. I'm gonna give you 2 teams that look very likely for where he's gonna get traded to, and then what the Oklahoma City Thunder will be looking like for years to come. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. My boy Russ, sorry for you, man. It's been tough in Oklahoma, and it's time to leave. So Woj, the GOAT, Adrian Wojnarowski tweeted, ESPN sources Russell Westbrook and his agent Thad Foucher are engaged with OKC GM Sam Presti on next steps for the All-Star guard, including a possible trade this summer. When I heard that, Russell Westbrook's getting traded this summer. And that really surprised me. I did not see this coming. I know he's been through a lot, like I stated earlier in the video, losing James Harden, Durant, and now Paul George. It was his last straw. But I didn't really see it coming that he would be traded. He seems very loyal. I don't care if you're loyal or not. When it comes to me being a huge fan of Russell Westbrook, I just want him to get a ring. If anybody's deserving a ring, it's Russell Westbrook. He didn't do it Curry. He didn't recruit the best player in the NBA at the time, Kevin Durant, one of the best players in the NBA. Kevin Durant. He didn't go out, blah, 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 blah. He didn't go to a super team like LeBron did. He stuck around with this team through thick and thin, through great times, through bad times. And now he's getting 30. He'll be 31 this season. He wants to compete for a ring in Oklahoma, especially now that Paul George is gone. That's not going to happen, so I understand his feelings on that. Now, a possible team, Barry Jackson tweeted this out yesterday. A possible team would be, it's been made clear to us this afternoon, the Heat officials absolutely like Westbrook. We'll see where it leads, if anywhere. This is one team I had in mind even before I saw any of this. Even before I think he got traded. I've been thinking about this probably for a couple years now. If Westbrook were to go anywhere, I think it would be the Miami Heat. This was even before they got Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's been on the team for a week. He just signed his real contract yesterday. Miami is just one of those places that's very attractive to players. It has the weather. It has other things like I said before. It's just a very family place. And these guys, they're basketball players. But they also have lives and families outside of basketball. They have wives. They have kids. Russell Westbrook has 2 kids. He has a wife. He has a family. And Miami's just one of those places, it's nice weather, it's like a family type of place, and I think that'd be a good fit for Westbrook. And like I said, I've said it for years before. Now, I have a few possible trades here. One scenario would be to the Bulls. They've been a rumored team. One scenario would be the Heat, and the third one would be the New York Knicks. I'll go through all scenarios. I put some players in there. I had to make it super realistic, and I also used some other sources that what they would say, and I kind of combined it with what my feelings would be, and then some of what like the real deal sources. This is from NBA Rumors. It's from NewJersey.com. Never heard of it before, but I'm just gonna look at it. I just kind of mixed it together to get some real. I mean, it's all real, but to get some professionalism and what my feelings are on the trades. And let's go. So the first one I mocked up here, it was Russell Westbrook to the Chicago Bulls. So the Thunder would get Otto Porter. He would be there just for money purposes. He's not a fantastic player. He's a good get the three-point shot, get back on defense, but that's really all he's going to give you. He's there for money purposes. He's on a big contract. And then we have Wendell Carter Jr. He'd be there for the young guy to get back for some value. And they also get Chris Dunn just to get that backup point guard, because they're probably going to move Dennis Schroeder to the starting point guard because he's a capable starting shooting guard. He played after Jeff Teague was out from the Hawks. He's very capable. I think one year the height of his career is almost like 18 points a game, something really solid like that. And I also had to make it super realistic, so I put some picks in there. I have a 2020 first round pick and then a 2022 top 5 protected pick from the Bulls. Now those picks will be very valuable. The Thunder, I think, are trying to do what the Celtics did when they got rid of Paul Pierce and Garnett, especially when they got rid of Paul George. They got so many value picks back. In a few years, let's just say the Clippers are not that good, they can use those picks and trade and get more assets, blah, 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 kind of do what Danny Ainge has been doing for 5, 6, 8 years now. Now we have the Miami trade. These are in no particular order, by the way, which one I think would be the best. Personally, I think the best one is this one, the Miami one. So Russell Westbrook would be going to Miami, team up with Jimmy Butler. I think that'd be a fantastic duo. The only downside is the Heat would be losing Goran Dragic, Justice Winslow, Tyler Herro, and Bam Adebayo. I did not put any picks in this trade because I think just the assets to get back. Goran Dragic is there for money purposes. His contract's about $19 million. Just to let you know, Russell Westbrook's making $160 million over 4 or 5 years. I think his contract this year, he'll be getting $40 million. So that's a hefty contract to be holding in your cap. He'll probably take about half your cap. And then you got Jimmy Butler. So they're going to have to figure out ways to build around them. I'm not sure how they're going to do that, by getting some lower free agents next year, because this year a lot of them are already gone, or maybe trading some just younger guys. They're going to have to figure it out, but they'd also be losing Justice Winslow, who has a pretty big contract with himself. He's just there for Russell Westbrook. Justice Winslow is getting $13 million a year, but he's also a solid young player. He can play some point guard, some power forward, some small forward. He can play pretty much anywhere on the court except center. And they would be getting the super young talent, young rookie, Tyler Herro. Personally, he was one of my favorite players in the draft. I wanted him to go to the Celtics, but Pat Riley and the Heat, they selected them to pick before. It really pissed me off. And he's just making $3.6 million. He's there for the young asset to be getting back for some value. Maybe they can trade him for the Thunder, for some picks or whatever. Or they keep him to make him their next shooting guard of the future, because Andre Roberson's solid on defense, but after that, he can't do anything. He can't shoot. He's just really there for the defense. So if Russell Westbrook's gone, they're really not going to need that. They're going to be rebuilding, and the defense is great and all, but you're trying to get these young guys developed. And then Bam Adebayo, $3.4 million contract. Him and Tyler Herro there, they're young guys that the Thunder can develop around, and Goran's just there for the money. Justice Winslow's getting, he's like 24, 25. He still has some years to develop, but not as much as Tyler and Bam. Now the last one I have here are the New York Knicks possible trade. So Russell Westbrook will go to New York, obviously. I don't really love this trade just because I'm not really sure what the Knicks would do with Russell Westbrook, because they'd be losing Frank Ntilikina, Kevin Knox, Alonzo Trier, Julius Randle, and I just put 2 first-round picks in there just for the heck of it, just to give the Knicks a little bit, the Thunder a little bit more of a happy taking. And they'd be losing Frank Ntilikina, which would not be a huge loss. Yes, he hasn't had like the real time to shine to see what he really can do, but so far in his career, he hasn't looked very capable of scoring the ball efficiently or consistently. And then Kevin Knox, he actually killed it in Summer League. I saw him they were playing Zion in the Pelicans. He was killing it. He came out into the game, scored the first 9 points, all 3-pointers, looked very athletic out there, very capable of creating his own shot. And that's really terrific. So he'd be going to the Thunder, and they'd also be losing Alonzo Trier, and Julius Randle will be there for the contract purposes. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think they could do this trade until at least the trade deadline, because they just signed Julius Randle, and I think you have to wait a little bit. I could be wrong. Maybe it's different when it's the off season, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to wait a little bit on this trade. And Julius Randle, $20 million a year, and he has a player option after team option after 2 years. So if it's not working out with the Thunder, they could scratch him. But he's basically the centerpiece of that trade, because he'll be the star going to the Thunder. And they also get some young guys with Trier, Knox, and Frank Ntilikina, and also those 2 first-round picks. I put the picks in there because it looks like I said the Thunder are trying to get some picks, get some value, and get some more assets, kind of like the Danny Ainge effect with the Boston Celtics these past 6-8 years. So these are the 3 possible trades for Russell Westbrook. Now, I really want Russell Westbrook to go to the Heat out of any of these teams. But at the end of the day, I want him to win a championship. I want him to go where he feels like he has the best opportunity to win a championship. And that's wherever he's going to get traded to. I know you can't control that, but I really hope he goes to the Heat. Him and Jimmy Butler seem like a fantastic duo. The Knicks are cool and all, but he's not going to win anything in New York because they're losing all their good players if the Knicks decide to do that. And then the Bulls, you know, you're going to still have Zach LaVine, which might be nice, but it's the Bulls. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let's see where Russell Westbrook goes. If this happens this offseason, it should be happening pretty soon. And things keep spicing up. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Russell Westbrook's a beast. And like always, peace.